Previously, on the Sword of Mystara, the party had entered into the town of Rithlian, discovered that they were under a extortion contract, so to speak, with a nearby gnoll army, who every year for the last 3 years has been coming after the harvest and taking most of their food, more and more each year. They're unable to defend themselves. And so the party arrives, and when one of the gnoll upper people, captains, lieutenants, starts parlaying with them, Demi decides to throw her dagger of diplomacy, and he was killed. So the rest of you, on horseback, chased his friends back to the Gnoll encampment, where an illusion of Eurus was made. Vex was unable, surprisingly, to climb up the side of the encampment here, the embankment. And then after you got up to the top, you noticed that there was quite a number of gnolls rushing around after an alarm had been sounded. And we'll pick up from there.
Demi backs away.
Oops, sorry, Juris, yeah, I'm going to start heading back. I'm going to go try and get Vex out of the thing. I'm going to throw rope down to her.
Ilya is going to whisper, "Where are you guys going? We have to do something. There's elves nearby. We can help. We can defeat these villains."
There are many villains here.
Yeah, like enough that we'll be the ones who are dead.
We can't just run away. I mean, we can get help. We can retreat to the village. What should we do?
Villains didn't want our help then.
I'd say, well, for right now, when there's 70 of them out there, why don't we just run away and discuss it as we run away?
Fine. To the horses.
What's the illusion doing? Are we doing giant Eurus running at these guys or something?
Lower dropped.
The scourge of this party is not the Baron, or the Four, or even gnolls. It's just technical problems.
Easily. Your signal strength was only at 3 bars.
I'm going to try unmuting my mic. Let me know if there's doing pretty good.
I don't hear anything.
Well, I meant when you guys speak.
Well, that's why I spoke. Did anybody else hear anything? Nope. That sounds good.
Alright, so the gnolls hearing the alarm. As you're backing out, you can see a handful of them rushing down through the valley here.
Alright, so I threw the rope down to Vex. Did you climb up? Can we do that? Get that going so we can run away?
Shouldn't Vex just run through the valley?
You can do that.
Well, right now, we still have to climb down when we get over there. We're still kind of safer being on top of the canyon.
Yeah.
In case they catch up. Okay.
I lift Vex up, and I'm going to start running down this way. Layers. Not running, but, well, yeah. Screw this. I'm not interested in this.
Debbie's already down there.
We're retreating then.
I did lift you up. I threw rope down and tried to lift you up. Yeah. Alright. Do we make it? Oh, you can send my big naked self, giant self down there to do whatever. I don't know who has the control of it.
Can you make it an illusion of a rock slide?
Oh, that would have been pretty good.
Alright, a huge half-orc, barbarian, naked, rushing up. If you guys want to escape, that is going to be enough. In order to get out.
Alright, we're out.
Woohoo!
So what's the plan?
If we head straight back to
I
Rifflin,
don't-
they're going
I
to
don't-
follow us.
Yeah, we should not go back to Rifflin. We know the light is where?
Oh, it's way
s-
far away.
So
What's
far
the-
away, but it's northeast of where we are.
Okay.
Gosh.
I mean, where are the elves? Do we ever determine that?
We'd have to ask people that have been there previously.
Oh, right.
Ilya?
Well, I mean, all the Westies met as Jarl, so if nothing else, where do we meet as Jarl?
What happened?
Where did we meet? We met him at the... We ran into him the only time was at the ruins with the columns, I think.
You
With the
met one
pillars
elf?
or whatever.
No, I think we also met him some other place where we first met, like Orthic. There was a river and
In the
his
woods?
wife.
Did you guys only meet one elf, not plural?
There was.
He's like an elf lord. And you're right, we did. We ran into him and what's her name in the woods by the river where we met Orsic.
He's your what's her name?
I forgot about that. I know. Isn't that awful? I'm like, whatever her name is.
Who?
Because I'm dumb.
I didn't even know it was a what's her name.
Talia.
Talia. Who's Talia?
Yeah. She's an elf lady. She's the one who gave me my bardic magic.
Oh.
And the bird. She might be a little pissed that I left the bird someplace.
What happened to the bird? You left the bird?
We left it with Katarina.
Yep.
Oh.
That way she could send the bird to us if she needed help. Bitch better not send the bird. We got stuff to do.
Alright.
Okay, so do we know general direction then? Or no?
Yeah, if nothing else, do we have any idea approximately where the elves might be?
Yes. You know, what kind of elf he is, Ilya?
A Kalari elf.
Yeah. Alright.
Do.
That away.
So that's very much away from where we are. That's a good direction.
Wait, where is it?
It's right behind Rifflin.
Oh, okay.
By Rifflezona. Rifflezona.
We have to do something.
Rifflesippy?
Villagers. Just
We don't have to.
Risk, what use is your god if he only protects the strong?
We did kind of potentially fuck them.
I mean, not potentially. We definitely. This is our responsibility. This. I mean, if we hadn't shown up, what would happen is the same thing that happened for the past 3 years. But this year, it's going to be horrendous because we decided to show up and be helpful. And there's a lesson.
Never help.
There's some kind of lesson in there for sure.
This whole thing was just a distraction, and you're allowing yourself to be further pulled into the hole of distraction from the floor.
That is true, but
I also believe in strength, and these people are lacking the strength and the will to do anything.
But do we really deserve to
they
be...
threw a plate at us and told us to leave. No one was dying.
Yeah, but now they will because we fucked it up.
Well, then we can go back to the gnolls and explain what happened.
That'll definitely work.
Ilya, go back to the gnolls
and
and
send a giant naked you after them.
Risk.
Sorry, Knowles, we didn't mean to kill one of your guys for no reason at all. Please don't take it out on the townspeople.
Might work.
Risk. We know that.
Look, if you gotta go, I'm not going back and fighting all the gnolls. You want to go back and talk to the townspeople or go back and talk to the elves, fine. But I'm not fighting 70 gnolls for these weak people.
Or we could just leave altogether.
I'm actually more in favor of that. But I know that I need the rest of you to help. Well, actually, I don't. I could take Demi and me and the gnomes could go off and search for something else while you guys go piddle around with the fuck around gang.
Do you mean the good guys?
Yes, the good guys, the ones with more bothersome consciences. Who's in service of the poor? The gnolls are in service of the poor? I don't know that we've seen any evidence of that. That could have just been happenstance that the four knew that these these gnolls had this deal going down and just sent us here to kind of throw us off the trail.
We heard the conversation with the village elder.
Well, we only kind of have heard the conversation with the village elder. Technically.
He's not a coward, he's smart. We should be going the other direction.
There are greater things at stake here than this town.
But how successful will we be if we have 70 gnolls hunting us down?
Well, if we
I don't think they're going to stray far from their territory. They haven't pissed around in enough of the trees anywhere else.
But they knew we were going to be here. This was an ambush. Why would they want to fight us? They're not just bullies picking on villagers. They wanted us.
Did they? I didn't see any sign of an ambush. The one gnoll that we chopped the head off of was trying to talk to us, telling us we should leave and let them go about their business. He wasn't trying to attack us or anything.
He said he would be happy if we attacked.
He said he'd be what?
He would be happy if we attacked.
Well, sure, because he knew there were 70 gnolls around the corner.
But besides,
I'm not interested in fighting the gnolls, though.
then let the others do the fight for you, coward. Then let others do the fighting for you, coward. Let's seek the help of the elves.
I kind of just roll my eyes at you, like, you're not going to bait me like that.
Or we could get them to follow us into the parts of the forest that have the, goopy bags of dissolving people.
Ooh, that's a smart idea. And it doesn't include elves.
There are goopy bags of dissolving people?
Yeah, they're really disgusting. It's a really horrific way to die. We watched that once. I don't recommend it.
Awesome.
Would you recommend it for gnolls?
I would, absolutely.
Ooh, get sticker.
That seems like a good plan.
Are we still moving? Do we have any idea if people are following us? I mean, these sections are 8 miles, so it's not like we're going far at a time. We can talk, but...
We're making an old train, Amelia. To make your own train. Oh yeah, it is totally super flammable. So then you get a little bit and then you set people on fire. Not us, but them. And it dissolves them, and it's really horrific.
Do you know where it is?
I'm trying to remember where that was in relation to where we are now.
And did it attack you, or was it just there and you wandered into it? Like what?
No, it attacked.
It does not look super close.
It is attracted by. Yeah, they are attracted by noise.
So we'd all have to do little bit stealth rolls, or we would also be.
Was it really all the way over there? Damn.
Well, what we did last time is we just made some noisy illusions beneath the trees, so that drew them out.
That is a long way away.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was quite that far.
They might not track us that far. That seems like a pretty big gamble. We might be better off just getting the elves.
Yeah. Crap. That was going to be so much more fun than the elves.
I don't want to go see the elves.
They might be more racist than Ilya. That would not be fun. Damn it.
It'd be pretty funny to watch yours punch him in the face.
Hey, that could be under. Oh! You punch him in the face, and then the elves chase us. We take we let the elves chase us back to the gnolls, and then they all fight.
I like that idea.
Whatever gets you to do the right thing. Let's just get the elves already, and then Demi can be a moron if she likes.
Hey.
We were so close, Ilya. Yes. We eat pork rinds and watch it. So yay find elves, yay back, yay elves kill gnolls?
Well, I'm sorry, since we weren't part of your group, do we have any evidence to believe that elves will help us, or that they don't like the gnolls, or that they care about the people of Riflian? Just out of curiosity.
Ew.
Lord Asjarl is a noble soul. Besides, we can let him know what we found out about his daughter. That has to have some value.
Alright.
Are you doing the creepy smile again?
I don't think he smiles any other way. I mean, it's a shiny smile. Totally shiny.
It's a punchable smile, not a creepy smile.
If we're gonna do it, let's get on our way.
Alright, let's rock and roll.
So
Just, don't make too much noise in case there's more, bags of goopy dissolvey shit in the trees.
you're heading southwest into the forest?
Yes. Well, following Ilya, he knows where they're at.
Oh god, that's right, you named your horse Valiant.
So you head back. Are you crossing through you're not crossing through Riflian, you're just going straight southwest?
Yes, apparently we would draw attention to them.
We're trying not to completely skullfuck Grifflin.
So it's difficult moving with your horses out of the valley, but you're doing it a lot faster than they would be getting the material together. And after you pass a certain distance away, the you have to assume that the illusion ends, but by that point you've already made your way across the river and eventually into the forest. But by then it is going to be nightfall when you hit the edge of the trees.
Wasn't it nightfall already?
I thought it was day. I thought it was
I
still
think,
early.
I think it was nightfall when we were done.
Maybe you're right. So then by the time you get down here, you're all kind of exhausted because now it's daytime. You cross into the forest here, and then it's going a little bit slower. You have no indication that you've been followed by the gnolls at that point. They're generally not the quietest trackers or hunters. Most of their language is still kind of that guttural hyena laughing, so they would kind of give themselves away. But you make it.
I'm sorry. Did you say we can hear them?
You don't notice.
Oh,
you don't
okay.
detect anyone following them, or at least from the gnolls from that side. Let's see. So you head southwest into the forest. And you get, since it's daytime, you start smelling some cooked meat on the wind. It's delicious. It's a well-seasoned venison you can smell. And you get a little bit closer. You can see a little bit of kind of steam rising up from a camp. And in the middle of the camp, in the middle of the fireplace, there's a pot. It's still very warm. It smells delicious, and there's a beautiful steak in the middle of the pan.
Nothing else around?
Trees mostly overhead. It's a lot thicker by the time you get around there.
Can I use? I always want to use that danger sense thing to sense if there's a trap or something, but that's not. That's like a last second thing.
You always think it's like a.
Sorry, I
I
stepped
always
away.
do it like something's like it's like. Yeah, don't worry about that.
I stepped away for just a second. This is just a campfire with food, but nobody's there.
Yes.
Can I use survival to look around and see like if I see any traps?
I think that would be perception, wouldn't it?
I just thought survival because like if survival involves laying traps in order to catch food and stuff, then I might be able to sense other people's traps or something like that.
Yeah, but I believe it's perception to actually spot the trap that you've been laying. Survival is more like the
All right.
walking through the forest, knowing which berry is going to make you chicken.
I thought I'd try.
Demi doesn't notice anything.
Demi fell asleep on her horse.
Demi tried
I don't
to
see any either.
rub the sand bits out of her eye.
Wow, we have an awful perception, y'all.
I am avoiding the clearing. I am staying outside of the clearing. That is shady as fuck.
We lost our wisest member. I don't know how he was our wisest member, but we lost him.
Yes, Orsic, yes you are. Damn it, man! Stay out of the fire for
So
Christ's sake.
Ilya's saying we have to find the elves. Is this where they were?
So Orsic, you. Oh wait. Oh, was that a joke? I stepped on the pan, or was that like my perception roll was so bad that I stepped on the pan? Oh, okay. I was about to be like.
I was thinking, man, usually you have to like roll a critical fail for something like that. But is our
Is this
ultimate
where
goal
you
to
thought
defeat the
before?
gnolls? Or is our ultimate goal to take care of the four and get the other stuff? The things.
I'm nodding.
Damn it, conscience.
Just a few more miles. They have to be close. We've come this far.
Do they really? I'm not for.
I'm going around. You said this is like in a clearing.
It's not so much. Yeah, I mean it's not a very large clearing. It's not a place that you would.
Okay.
The trees are still pretty thick overhead.
I'm staying clear of this clearing and kind of going around. Like,
Okay.
I'm just going to try to keep moving. Although technically I was following Ilya, but I'm going to start moving. Like I'm not going near.
Caruses.
Yeah, I'm willing to follow the risk as long as he's moving in like direction towards where the elves might be.
I'm just moving carefully around this camp area because we don't say people. It's just a fire with meat cooking. There's no tent. There's no bedrolls. There's nothing else, John.
No.
Yeah, that's shady. So that's not right. So yeah, I'm gonna try to grab him and cover his mouth. Fuck's the matter with you? You just told everyone within a mile where we are.
That a what?
He just shouted, Lord Ass, whatever his name is.
Lord Ass. There we go.
Lord, it sounds like ass cream. Lord Asseril.
You have erectile dysfunction. Ask your doctor about Azuril. So you shouted out, and then
I didn't
from the
get the-
treetop right above the pan, this kind of glob of kind of pink, very thick liquid falls out of a bucket that you can see up on top of the tree, and it splashes down over the pan and the steak and over the fire. It sizzles a little bit, and nobody gets hit with anything. And you can hear a woman's voice from somewhere. You're not exactly sure where at this point, with all the trees say, "You're no fun."
No, he's not.
No. And we're not interested in fun either.
I like fun. You can have so shiny in exchange for, I don't know, fun.
Exactly. You won't have any with him.
No double entendres involved yet.
I'm gonna ready my axe and still keep moving. Actually, can I do a perception check on the trees, I guess, to see if I see anything?
Mm-hmm. What makes you think it was actually a steak? Which one of you knows Azuril?
I saved Lord Azrael's life once. And I had news
did you
about his
now?
daughter.
And now we can't seem to get over him.
I think they
He's
have a broken
smitten with
thing
him. Sorry. Talked over you.
That's okay. I just made a burn.
Ilya will raise his head, or raise his sword and say, I did.
Oh, did you now? You don't look like much.
I had help. And Lord Ajor helped save his own life as well. There were good, strong men that helped both of us.
So, y'all got in a fight together, is what you're saying.
He was besieged by goblins. He was very grateful. He gave me this fine shield. You don't give a shield like this to someone who didn't save your life.
I don't know. We might have stolen some shields like that.
Do you ever think maybe
Do we see
he
the
was
person
trying to
who's
get
talking?
rid of the shield and no
you
one would
just get
take
to
it?
My perception roll wasn't enough.
No.
Okay.
What do you want with him?
We need some help. There are gnolls. They're going to kill villagers. We just need him and a few of his elves to help defeat these gnolls. And besides, he'll want to know about his daughter. I just need to speak with him.
It would mean ever so much to him.
Which is why you probably shouldn't
Please,
do it.
ma'am, can we find Sir Lord Assface? Except pretend I said his name right.
You don't have to help him. Just saying.
So, this woman comes out. And who are you with the shield?
I'm Ilya.
And he would know your name.
He would. I am Sir Ilya Elfriend.
And who are the rest of you?
And he knows these others as well. He knows, well, he knew them by different names, but he knows Jinx and Vex, as well as Orsic.
This lady's human?
Give me a persuasion roll. Alright, the four of you. His name is really Alfred, yeah.
This lady's human, John?
Alright, you can come, but the rest can't.
I don't know if that's such a great idea.
I don't know if you have a choice.
That's fine.
Whatever it takes
You
to
can take
stop
him.
these gnolls and helps the villagers, it doesn't matter. He'll see reason soon enough.
It's just Ilya. I've never met any of you. And trust me, there's enough people in the woods here with arrows, with fletchers trained on you that you wouldn't want to try anything with me now.
Well, that's probably a bluff.
I'm going to step forward towards this elf woman, not threateningly, and say that it is fine if you want us to stay here, but it might be nice. Do you have any more of that meat, maybe?
He's not very bright, is he? It wasn't an actual steak.
It was an illusion.
I'm blushing.
I'm hungry.
Like on the story. Or
What?
perhaps she's part gnome.
Well, I'm still going to say to her then, have you anything to eat while we wait? Or perhaps you'd like to join us and, I don't know, talk for a bit
Yurisk, are you hitting on her?
while our friend is away.
Do you have any stories?
Oh, I
do.
could come up with
We can
something.
come up with something.
And I'm sure you could entertain us with many stories, woman of the woods and whatnot.
We love stories.
Oh shit, he's shoehorning in the Halloween stories.
I can't hear. Actually, this is also kind of canon. This is also canon for the elves of Karamikos here.
that basically diabetes, like a doctor would rather have AIDS than diabetes. So
Yeah,
that's partially
yeah.
AIDS. People take AIDS seriously and take their medication. People don't
Right.
take diabetes seriously.
Can you guys hear me now?
Handfuls of chocolate.
I hear you now.
Yes.
Oh,
We hear you
yay.
now.
Cool. I was asking Yurisk if he was hitting on her before people couldn't hear me.
I'm a little bit like, I don't think I've ever really seen an elf that I know
So
of.
yes.
And yeah, I'm kind of like, oh, wow. I'm kind of like awkwardly like.
Hey, nice ears you got there.
I'm trying to look. You know how in Beauty and the Beast, when the Beast is actually trying to be like presentable and not
Oh my
really
god,
doing
that's the
it.
most adorable thing ever.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to do.
Can we get you a cravat and like curl your orc hair? Do you have any orc hair on your head to curl? I don't.
Can we watch
I
Yurisk try to use a spoon?
All right.
So, did I miss anything? Are we doing stories or something? Or
I
that
don't
was
know
just a joke?
She asked if we had any stories, and I said that I'm sure we could kind of come up with something. And I kind of put it back on her by saying that I'm sure she would have some of the most wonderful. Sorry, I just looked at that picture. She would have wonderful stories.
That's exactly the picture I was thinking of.
Oh, hey, yeah. Who has goggles?
Oh shit! Yes.
Vix puts on the goggles, and when you take a look at the woman, all of a sudden, she looks exactly like she was before.
Eurus wipes his forehead. Thank goodness.
She's real. It's all good.
Of course she's real.
Oh, of
Well,
course.
she's not what's her nuts, so that's better than the alternative. She's also not an illusion, yes.
I'm gonna approach her and say, "Oh shit, where am I from?" I just typed in the name of the islands. I want to say the northern reaches, but Osland. I am Yurisk of Osland, and this is Saddam of the desert. And, Demi,
We call it the Emirates of Alarm, but that's cool. The desert is accurate.
that's Demi. She's
No need to introduce,
wonderful.
thanks. I'm good.
Okay, good. And we had another guy, but he disappeared into the future apparently. And who might you be?
I'm Ellis.
Doug, I really hope this is an imitation of you wooing your wife.
I'm just about as awkward, if not more so. I don't have any hair. I shaved my head on the ship. I have a beard that is braided though, so you can put the bow in my.
You shaved your head?
In my beard.
I missed
Yeah,
that.
when we were on the. Remember, well, I borrowed your knife.
No, I thought you just shaved. I didn't realize you shaved your head.
He did. He shaved. It was his head.
It was my head and everything except like my chin beard.
Ow, you gotta tell me these things.
I don't remember. Did I do my head? It doesn't matter. It does matter to you because you're drawing me, but I feel like I did. But I don't remember now. Anyway.
Wait, you said you shaved everything.
Yeah, I
Everything?
shaved everything because I wanted to feel the wind of the ocean on me. I was covered in hair. So.
Oh my.
On me. I talked to John or something about this. It was a whole emotional arc in Jursk's head about being free.
That would have been much better to know, before I made Naked You run, waggling through the canyon.
Why did I have hair?
I didn't look very closely.
It's these little touches of authenticity that make an illusion.
By the way, I'm only talking about the hair on my head and face. The rest of my body I'm not speaking for. I don't know if that is what you're talking about. I wasn't...
Sure.
I wasn't...
Sure. Wink.
Careless.
Yes, I was absolutely talking about your skull.
Anyway, it's a great honor. I've never met an elf before.
Is that so?
It is. These lands are new to me. Would you like some? I'm just waiting for. I'm hoping. I thought Ilya was leaving, so I don't know.
Yeah, I thought he was too. Is that not happening?
I'm not trying to monopolize anything here. I'm just. I don't know.
Yeah, either you're telling me a story for admittance to that I can trust you, or Ilya's coming with me alone.
He can go with you alone. That's fine.
Would you be? You'd be leaving then?
Oh Jesus. Or whatever the Roman equivalent is.
You're gonna stay here.
Fuck, I have to think of a story now.
How did you not fall for the pink trap?
Well, look at what you've got here. You've got a fire in the middle of nowhere, no bedrolls, no tents, no footprints. Clearly up to some shenanigans. Clearly a trap.
Bedrolls, tents, and footprints. Okay.
He actually is smarter than he looks.
Who cooks their meal so far from where they rest?
Also,
Next
who
time you gotta
leaves
put
their
a tent, I
food
gotta
and
put
doesn't
there,
eat it?
You gotta put a little bedroll here, and over here I put maybe some bones from when you cut up the meat or something. You gotta really set the scene. Of course, the gnolls might be dumber.
This is painful.
I don't know about the gnolls being dumber at this point.
Demi gets up and starts pushing Ilya towards the elf. Alright, go, bye.
Do you need a story from Risk specifically, or would a story from any of us do, or what's up with this story
I think
nonsense?
I'd rather Risk specifically. He's the one that I trust the least.
Me?
Yes.
What about me makes you trust me so little?
Well, I understand what orcs or dwarves are like. I understand what gnomes are like. Thank you, ladies. You're wonderful.
Thank you.
I
We
don't
try.
know too many orcs that are friendly.
Yes, and I'm gonna eye Ilya as I say this. Yes, I've had that problem before. Oh, the head? Probably best not to mention much about the head.
It's his sister.
It's my supposedly my sister who was trying to
That
kill
he is bringing back to
several
his
of you.
family as a place of honor.
Exactly. I've never met my father. Apparently my father. Allegedly.
Tell me, orc, how do you think that affected you growing up?
I see your jest, Ella. What was her name again? Ella? What was it?
Ellis?
I see your jest, Ellis. Very well. Perhaps you take Shiny Pants here, and maybe when you come back, I'll have a story for you.
How did you even manage to say that suggestively?
I'll have a
story for you.
It'll be rated R, if you know what I mean.
Dear Penthouse.
You can't see I'm not on camera, but it's the way I bend my head a bit. Low on the head nod. You gotta bring the chin low into the chest to get the real deep. It's gonna be long and
Hard.
hard. There'll be some hard going parts in the exposition.
Well, let me see. So she's going to take Ilya alone.
This clearing will be colder without you, my dear.
God damn it.
Or I couldn't get it out. That's not in character. I wouldn't say that.
Oh, this is the best thing ever.
I'm terrible at flirting. And so is my character. It works well.
I like how Demi even tried to help you for a second, and then you just kept talking.
Oh, I didn't even notice. Did you? What'd you say?
With the whole taking your sister back as a place of honor, and you're like, I've never known my father.
Well, what I was hoping was I was going to try and get into a story, but she started being rather sarcastic with me, so I was like, all right, you don't want to hear that? Fine.
I think she was just trying to psychoanalyze you. A little bit.
Yeah.
For shits and giggles. She's an elf. That's what they do.
Is that what they do?
I don't know.
No, I don't know either. Maybe I was thinking of nymphs. Maybe I was confused.
No, a nymph would have fucked you already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So what you're saying is Eurus wants to go find a nymph.
Eurus likes this first elf that he's seen.
That's just because you know where she is. You don't have to go looking for her.
Exactly.
I don't know, I hear nymphs hang out in the rivers a lot, and we did just pass one.
Oh, snap!
Just stand there for a few hours. I'm sure one will show up.
There might be some
As well
soaps
as
around
like
here.
70 gnolls.
Details,
What's up, guys?
details.
You go, here's a head. Go chase the rest. I don't know. It was the thief woman. She started it.
Just be like, damn it, I'm just trying to find me a nymph. I'm lonely.
That's what this whole thing was about. Sexual frustration. That's why I cut his head off. I'm assuming that John and Ilya are talking.
Yes, I'm chatting with him about what he's doing.
Okay, good. Just make sure we're not
at the table
holding
and
things
be
up.
able to
Yeah, no.
be a little quicker.
I don't want to hold things up with our sex talk, which is just really continuing from our chat. Which, by the way, are nymphs tiny at all? Would this be midget?
They're
form?
human size.
Yeah, no.
But do they have wings? Because that would really do it for me.
No, no wings.
No, that's all.
Though one of our gnomes is the nymph. So, you know, just pointing that out.
Don't even think about it. That really would be midget porn.
One of our gnomes is a nymph? What?
That's my sign, is the nymph.
Oh. Jurist hadn't put 2 and 2 together because he can't do math.
No, he just put 2 and 2 together and got 3. He's like, there's a nymph and an elf lady, and I like elf lady. Pretty elf lady.
Alright. Not this one that wants to experiment on me sexually and see what the hell happens. Wasn't that you? Was that one of you? One of the gnomes was like, I wonder what would happen.
That was Jinx.
Okay.
She wants to do breeding between different races and see what the results are.
Yeah,
Oh
she's
shit, we should
our
not
own
be
little
having this conversation.
Joseph Mengele. What happens when the races breed? What creates the strongest?
Wow. That is an
You went
amazing.
full Holocaust joke, huh?
What?
You went full Holocaust joke, huh?
Oh yeah. Hey man, it's it's just where you got to go at some point. I couldn't think of a puzzle punchline there. What? Too soon?
Yeah, you need to give it at least another year.
Yes,
1 year difference.
365 days makes a huge difference.
Oh, wait. Crap. My notes. My notes.
I don't really think of a story.
While we're waiting, NASA is hiring astronauts. I would like to apply.
I saw that. Is it going to be a
Totally
one-way
go
trip to Mars?
No, just general astronauts.
Just general astronautery?
General astronautery.
I was somewhat dismayed to find that only one of my students knew who Neil deGrasse Tyson was.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
But he's
I
like,
played my kids that video today with him talking about how you need education even if you're not going to
That's
solve for X.
That's exactly
And-
why.
Who is this? I had like a
Yeah.
couple of kids in one of my advanced classes. Oh, he was in Cosmos. Or the Cosmos, or whatever it was.
That's awesome.
And
At least
the rest were like, who is that? I was like, oh my god, you guys.
but he's like the most pop culture scientist there is at the moment. I don't understand.
They all know Bill Nye because the science class still shows them 30-year-old videos, which is, I mean, Bill Nye's still cool, but seriously, the science class is still using those videos.
All of those
I
things
showed
should be
my kids
failed
Bill Nye
immediately.
because I really like him.
It's
He's
okay.
I force them. They don't like the shows. I force them to watch it.
It's okay. They
They
can
don't
watch
like anything.
30-year-old videos. It's not like science updates or changes or anything.
Not some of the stuff he's talking about, at least. Not the basics that they're showing them. It's like how do you balance chemical reactions? What is matter? Like, that kind of stuff isn't really changing. X-rated actions to use with Mage Hand. Oh, man.
Stop trying to make midget porn happen.
Oh, shit, I really can't think of anything to do for a story.
Tell your own story.
Tell the Cyclops story.
Mine? No, because she
Yeah.
shot that down.
The
Would you say
Cyclops? When did she shoot down the Cyclops?
What's that?
When did she shoot down the Cyclops?
Oh, you mean the story of how we attacked the Cyclops?
Yeah.
I thought you meant a story like a folk tale or something with like an arc, with a beginning, a middle, and end.
Yeah, tell them what
a moral
happened.
lesson.
No,
Or
just
the
tell
Minotaurs,
story.
or us killing the Baron.
Make it
Yeah.
postmodern.
Mm-hmm.
Make it postmodern. Make it have like no clear beginning or end, or maybe an anti-hero. You know, mix it up.
Tell something that lets you make fun of Ilya.
I'll do a Quentin Tarantino. I'll just jump around.
There you go.
I don't know if an elf will appreciate that.
I don't know. They're pretentious enough. They might.
No, they're pretentious. I say that to Finn's face. And that he smells like fish. Doug and Luke, out of character, or table talk or whatever. Do you remember when we went to Thyesha and there was that guy that looked like the Senator Varro, but I told you it wasn't because I have a ghost that's following me. It's already dead Varro. What if that was Elf Lady?
Ooh, could it have been the elf lady?
I don't know. It occurred to me, and I thought I'd share.
Didn't that
because
not Senator Varro
or it saw me in the courthouse and like just didn't even recognize me, even though Varro Titus knew me. Well, he might not have because I was a slave, but
No, he knew you.
he had seen me before. Okay, yeah, then.
And that not real senator is the one that told the guards to kill me.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So very well could have been. I mean, it could be some other weird thing that somehow took Varro shape. Because the fake Varro also frequented that whorehouse, which was a little weird.
Even shape-shifting elves have to have a hobby.
That's true. Oh, you know what? No. Damn it, I bet you it was. Remembering slowly. So, we talked to one of the ladies that knew the fake Varro, and she said that he only came and talked about religion. But what if they weren't talking about religion, but talking about gods?
Oh my God!
How do you even remember that?
Or just that's brilliant.
Notes. Everybody writes notes.
I used to take really good
No,
notes.
that was
when I
just me
a kid.
remembering it. I have a really weird memory where if it's something story related, I will remember the shit out of it. If it's something you told me to do yesterday, I will forget anything ever happened.
So after a couple hours, Ilya returns with Ellis, and there are 3 other elves with him. And then I guess we're all back together.
Good news, my friends. Lord Azjarl has promised 4 of his swiftest warriors to aid us. With them and the 12 men at Riflian, surely we could do a great deal of damage to the gnolls.
So your plan is to head back to Riflian then?
With 4?
And 12. This is madness.
Lord Asgal is a wise man. He lies dying of boredom.
Yours is the madness, not his. He's foolish for believing in you.
I'm kind of with Orsic on the math thing. I mean, that's probably 7 or 8 of them for each one of us. That is really shitty odds, and I'm not good at math.
I turn to the elves. I mean no disrespect to you. Merely to this shiny one here.
You're all cowards.
No, we don't have death wishes. We're not immortal like you.
Jinx is asking if one of them's hot.
That's a valid question. I feel like it's one to which we're not going to get an answer, but it is valid. I could be swayed. Are there any hot elves?
Oh, yes.
Just Alice.
Aside,
There are 2 women and 2 men, and all of them, I'd say, are kind of that typical exceptional attractiveness.
oh, that's right. All elves are pretty much hot. Damn it! I should have been an elf. I only vote yes to this plan if we can ambush them someplace.
Well, now that they're chasing us, I'm not sure that an ambush is really much of an option unless we can get to Riffleland before they.
Where are we on the map? Are we at this little thing that's Spartagon?
What's that? You trying to
Are
say
we right
they
here?
don't have enough meat for you? Where's the...
Wow. John, is this where we're at?
Not enough curves for the dwarf? Yeah, where the party marker is.
That's not close enough to hear if Rifflin's being burned to the ground or anything, right?
Where are you saying?
Like, are we close enough to Rifflian that we'd be able to hear that the place was being attacked by the Gnoll horde?
You wouldn't hear it, but if there was like massive fires, you might be able to see it on the smoke. You're I guess about a half a day's ride from there. And they had said before that you got 3 days before they were going to come attack.
Oh, okay.
Well, then I guess we head back to Rifflian and plan our defense.
Oh, works. Oh, yeah. I pull up my collar like, oh, yeah.
You a Johnny Carson impression?
I just did my Johnny Carson, my best Johnny Carson. There was an orc chieftain that poisoned the guy. Offered that I'm here. What orc chieftain? Who is poisoned?
Ellis was a little bit wary of you.
What is his name? Can you tell me his name? Anybody?
Lord of the King of the Broken Lands.
Yeah, but does he have a name?
Fuck if I know.
Oh, okay. That's all I know before I forget.
So before somebody kills you. Does it have ghosts? Because that would make sense.
Why? What for? I'm gonna turn to Ellis. For what purpose would an orc have poisoned your king? Is there some hatred between yourselves and the orcs of the Broken Lands? Demi has bad luck with lockets and things. Can anybody hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. John, did you? I was asking, like, I'm going to ask Alice why an orc would have poisoned the king. Like, what what did I say? I said it a couple seconds ago. What reason would an orc have to poison your king?
We
What
have
relation?
known orcs to be a reasonable sort.
I kind of sigh deeply and turn to the side slightly. What relationship, what interaction have you had with these orcs from the Broken Lands?
It's just not good over here, Risk.
But how so? I must know.
I'm sorry, say that again?
I want to know what is the hatred between the elves and the orcs? What is going on? What's the situation?
Well, we've never sat down at tables together, if that's what you mean.
Could you show me on a map where this king of the Broken Lands sits?
You mean the capital of the Broken Lands?
Yes. Where could I find him?
Let me check my...
It would mean a great deal to me if you could help me in this way. And perhaps I could bring you some revenge.
I don't know what the
King.
capital is, but the Broken Lands are very far northwest of here. Past Darrakin and Alfheim.
I think we already knew all that. Right? And you know not the name of this king?
No.
Yes! It's possible, Demi, that this king... Did you actually do that out loud, Demi?
No, I didn't really do it.
Okay. I won't respond to that then. I hope that you won't judge me by those savages. I am not of them. Hashtag not all orcs.
He is a good man when he is not being a coward, which, to his credit, is a rare occurrence.
What, not being a coward is a rare occurrence?
Yeah, because he's mad that I don't want to help these people, so he's lashing out like an emotional teenager. Not you, Sean, but Ilya. I get it. I get it.
No. Don't worry about it.
I think half of us are playing our characters as emotional teenagers.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think he was trying to compliment you. He's just not very
He
good.
was really trying to compliment me for his character, but also trying to stick the little, poke a little bit, like,
Yeah. We call that backhanded where I'm from.
Yeah, that's
Bless
the
your
word.
heart.
I want to ask Ellis, do you and your people believe in Ilya? Do you believe in helping him and these people of Riflin? Or do why would you help those people?
You mean aside from our Lord commands it?
Yes.
Yeah, yes. You have no will of your own? No purpose?
My purpose
But that of your Lord?
My purpose, my will, is to serve him.
Not all service is slavery, Risk.
He would never ask us to do something that we didn't want to do.
Yeah, he sounds like a
But he
real
does not.
charmer.
He does not explain his purposes. Very well, Ilya. I will not allow their lives be thrown away needlessly.
Especially if you might hook up with one afterwards.
What's it? Yeah.
What?
I knew
I
you
really
had...
I put my hands over my way, like, don't touch him. No,
No touching, no touching, no touching.
No touchy, bad touch.
I need an adult.
What about the rest of you?
Fine.
Well, I'm absolutely in.
At least there'll be more skulls for the belt.
We're all gonna die.
I hold up to. I can't believe I'm hitting on an NPC.
What's the
I hold up to. I made a wolf out of wood while you guys were gone. I carved it, and I kind of hold it up to. What's her? Ellis.
You're gonna have to
Just
remember
kinda-
her name if you.
I don't say anything. I just kind of hold it out and motion it towards her.
This is the most adorable, awkward flirting ever.
Where
With
I
an
come from,
NPC.
the wolf. It's great strength. What the fuck is? Oh right. Oh god. Oh my gosh. I didn't see Badder Santa. I saw Bad Santa. Anyway, so I tried to give her the little wolf and like it's a token of something. So and then I just kind of turn and be like, I turn to Ilya. Let us go bloody our blades. Oh, I do have Batter Santa then. With the wooden pickle. Well, that's just regular meat, I guess.
All right, fine. Are we going?
Yes, we're going to Rifflian to see if we can round up 12 me's. I can't believe I'm doing it. I can't believe I got sucked into this.
Let's plot some strategery along the way. Are we
also
gonna
not
make
just
our,
like, yeah.
Are we gonna make our stand in Rifflian? Rifflestan?
Oh shit! What? We're back to this Magnificent Seven plot with a couple more people now.
I guess so.
It's gonna be more like frickin' Blazing Saddles.
An orc sheriff.
The sheriff is a half orc.
Where did they come into town? Oh, they came into town from the south the last time, right?
Yeah, we did.
But there are three entrances to the town, though, on the road at least.
Is this watchtower legitimate?
4
Yeah.
or 5.
So there's that hill, and then there's two layers of it.
You landed all the UFOs.
No, sorry.
No, it's cute.
What's that? Oh. What
That was
is that
something big.
John's planning?
Oh,
That doesn't look good. Oh, he's just
I'm
sizing
just
it
dropping
down.
the L.
Whoa, that scared the hell out of me.
That's really fucking big.
Standing in the forest is a giant elf who shrinks to normal size.
Oh, it was a good idea to get these guys. They're huge. It kind of depends where they're coming from.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, we should ask the village. Well, they came here from before,
Yeah,
So-
they came up this way before.
but that doesn't mean they'll do it again.
But we can.
You guys now have, I would say, a day and a half to prepare defenses for the village.
Okay, well, we need someplace to watch from.
I would suggest the watchtower.
We have to ask the mayor where they normally come from too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Holes. I was gonna say yeah. Holes. I was gonna suggest holes if they have any oil or anything. So we could light that on fire.
I like pouring things that burn on top of people and then making them burn.
If there's any walls here to do that from. But if we do a pit of it covered with a thin layer of dirt, when they fell into it, we could send a flaming arrow into it.
I like it.
But that might only be like 1 or 2 guys if it's not big enough. Or it could be shallow enough that they get covered in it, like they just kind of wade through it and be like, not a big deal, and then we light them on fire.
Yes, I like it. That's
And
nice.
so they won't kill them, but they'll be burning as like.
And then maybe they bump into other guys, and then everybody. Yeah, I like it.
If there's any hills, you get big balls of thistle or something, or big balls of something. You coat those and roll them down the hill at people, burning. But I don't think there's any hills here. I've watched a lot of movies.
I feel like most of the hills are on the outskirts of town. Like if you go across the river, there's the big. I don't know. To me, it looks kind of like a stone house shaped like an H. Over here to the right, that's way up a hill. And then the only other hill is the one where the tower is.
We really only need, like, I'm assuming elves have pretty good perception-ish, especially these guys. If we can get one in each location, they can at least alert us so we can prepare before they come, which direction we should be in.
John, can we ask the mayor where just to be sure, to orient us, since maybe the north on this map isn't north on the other map, from which direction?
Yeah, up is north on both of these.
Up is north on both.
Yeah, I wrote.
So technically, judging by where it was on the map, they should not be coming. Because wasn't the Gnoll encampment northeast of the town? On the big map?
Say that again?
On the big map wasn't the Gnoll encampment northeast of the town, so wouldn't they be coming in here around Dronsara?
Well, possibly.
Possibly.
Last time they came in from the south.
Yeah.
So they could just circle around.
So can I ask the mayor where they normally come from?
Normally from the south or from the northeast, like you just pointed out.
Okay, so we need to have preparations of both of those. So here they're coming down a hill probably, which is unfortunate for us because they have the high ground. Although that gives us a good vantage point if someone's at the top out of the high ground to see them coming.
Or if we set somebody over here, because they should have clear line of sight over to the other hill, because this is kind of up on a hill too. But then they'd be they wouldn't be downhill.
Sure, this is higher though, because this is 2 hills.
No, that's true.
2 hills up.
That's true.
So we could see them earlier coming here, retreat to the secondary position over, retreat to the secondary position there, baby. But then we got to figure out something here. What is this building? This building here. This H-shaped building.
That one up there, I believe, was the church.
Oh. Well, we can take that apart, right? So they're coming to the northeast. Can we ask the people if they have any oil, anything that lights on fire?
There could be some flammable incense from the church.
About how much they have.
It would also have some grease. It depends on what do you need it for?
As much to set the gnolls on fire. So we want to either make it with the flammable. So coat them in the flammable liquid, fire arrow, set them on fire.
Douse huge globs of oil on them, or light something on fire, or soak the ground with it. Or, I mean,
a couple minutes ago I said like we could create like a pit, and as they wade through it, it would coat them a bit, and then even if it doesn't kill them, it would still set them on fire and do damage over time. Or if it's something we could turn into glass bottles or something and throw at them, and then light them on fire like as grenades or like Molotov cocktails or something.
I don't think there would be enough to create a pit There would be, I'd say maybe at most like 3 gallons of flammable oil.
All right. What are these
That's-
buildings right here? What are these buildings? And do they have second floor balconies or windows? I'm getting
Where you
real
at?
specific. Sorry, John.
Let me, I know I have this somewhere.
'Cause I'm wondering about these. If we could funnel them down in between those two balls, we could have the townspeople in the buildings with the Molotov cocktails. To drop on them as they come into town. Now we have to hit them. We would wait here as they entered. That's starting to make kind of a funny face, isn't it? Bleh. We can try that. That's my. I'm sorry. I'm again monopolizing, but
What do the elves have in the way of weapons?
They have short swords and they have longbows.
Alright, so they're ranged. So we should treat this kind of siege-like. I think if we funnel people where we want them, depending on where they come from, we can have elves on rooftops or whatever coming down with arrows.
Oh, it's like a game of tower, whatever.
Yeah, tower defense.
tower defense, exactly.
Um,
I'm sorry, Doug. Where did you pointed before?
And Jinx on rooftops.
Better.
So there's 2 buildings that are circled. I was wondering if there's like second floor or roof access where people could not necessarily be seen right away, but could pop out and drop some of these like glass vials or bottles.
This one here. The blacksmith. There is no longer a blacksmith. You can ask Ilya about that.
But there's a smithy.
I'm more concerned about the structure of the building than. Well, I guess it pays to know that there's a blacksmith there because there'd be fire probably and whatnot. But
Yeah, there's a
the
forge.
holes are big.
Yes, there's a small forge.
There's a small forge, but is there?
Only a little one.
Is it a 2-story building?
I think all of them except for the big inn in the center. There's a brewery. Brewery up here.
What does it say? Gem
Cutter.
Gem cutter.
Brewery. There's there are a couple barns. Obviously the tower is 2, and then there is a
Is this a stream or a river?
stream.
Okay.
So if you can imagine that being a small house, then that's, I don't know, 15 feet worth of easily fordable water. It's a fjordable.
Is there a bridge here?
No, it's thin enough that you can kind of tramp through it and get your horse wet.
So actually putting the stuff on them right before the water would be a good idea because it would wash off. Unless we set, even we set them on fire right away. So that might not work there.
Would we be able to pull an Arwen and get some people to block up here in the river and dam it up, and then when we see them coming, get rid of it and hopefully make this more difficult to cross, assuming they come from this direction? guessing that's a no.
Wait, are you asking me?
Just the party. No one is answering though. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think you're asking John something.
I don't know if there's enough, like if there's enough flow in a stream that size for it to make that much of a difference, or if that's deep enough not to just sort of spill over the banks and come over this way.
I like the idea, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's big enough of a river. At least on this map, it doesn't appear to be.
Like I feel like if you dammed it up here, then it would just kind of come out this way and flood the end.
Yeah, you'd also need to wait several days for it to like back up, and I don't think you have enough time.
Is this just a house over here in the woods? Is this just a house over here in the woods?
But we could put the people up in the brewery, like the kids and stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the most defensible building is.
Wouldn't it be this place where Sven is with the wall?
Well, it's an inn, but I mean it's kind of open and obvious. That's why I was kind of looking at this place in the woods, being like, you'd have to know to go there, kind of thing.
Oh, you mean the woodcutter's place?
Yes.
That's not a bad idea. The downside to that is it might take a while longer to get out and away because they'd have to go through the trees and stuff. Like that's pretty.
And we could
There's lots of trees over there.
put traps in the trees with even just basic stuff like string, keep people make it difficult to get through.
That's true.
Assuming people would fit in there. I don't know how big that place is.
Or how many, civilians we've got.
Oh, Ilya's talking trenches. Where at, Sean? Can you mark on the map where you want to put them?
Can we put a trench in the river or in the stream?
That would.
Like, can we put sticks in the stream? They got to come across it if they're coming that way.
You gotta smear the. Well, no, that just takes too much time if you smear them in shit.
Ew.
Here.
Well, it would cause infection, but it takes time to kill them.
Plus, you're gonna put that in water.
Do the people know of any poisons that we could put on spikes and things?
Yeah, we already tried the poison thing. They don't know shit.
Ah, shit. Okay.
Nice try there.
Very ignorant. But yeah, I mean, anywhere where we're going to make our stand would be better if it's surrounded by trenches, especially since our elves are ranged, of course. Also, Ilya is just military-minded and unoriginal. It's not necessarily the best strategic play.
But it's also not a bad idea.
Okay,
Yes.
do we think they're going to attack at night? They did last night.
Are gnolls nocturnal? I don't know.
I'm just thinking if they do attack at night, we could create like a like light up the inn or something while we have everyone somewhere else to make it look like that's where everyone is, and then have us surround that area.
That's not a bad idea. If they're gonna attack at night. Actually, what we could do is sort of almost act as though we plan for that tonight. Oh, I've been distracted.
I'm running low on my tactical knowledge here.
Yeah, I kind of burned myself out with my fire ideas and stuff, and I don't know how they're going to come to pass with that river there. The fire might actually work better here at the stonecutters and the wheelwright area.
Well, the thing is, like, it's a spread out village as opposed to like a dense urban maze or, you know, something else. So it's not like I think the amount of like tactical bullshit we can pull is somewhat limited, and also we can't like if we set fire to the buildings, then that's kind of hurting the villagers as well. Like
we don't want to set fire. Oh, I didn't mean set fire to the buildings. I meant set fire to the gnolls. We were going to throw Molotov cocktails at them from the buildings.
No. I was just saying that, like, I was thinking of like if we can lure them into fields and set the fields on fire, or like lure them into a building and set the building on fire.
Yeah, but that's gonna hurt them. That's gonna. Well, the villagers have already harvested, right? So there's not gonna be a ton in the fields to set on fire. Is the downside to that? It's not like we're gonna be wandering into a giant dry cornfield and we can then just like set the fucking field on fire.
Okay, so
should we start with the first thing? Do we get people from this village to help us or not? Are they even interested in helping us?
Because there was you got 12 of them that were able to do it.
Okay, we did. Just making sure.
But can we get more of them to help us dig?
Oh, yeah. I mean, 12, like, I'm standing here with, I don't know, a pitchfork, a makeshift spear. I'm going to fight. The rest of them can do work, but there's about 12 of them that could fight.
Yeah, I think Doug just wanted, or Risk just wanted them to, like, be pulling their weight as much as they can.
Absolutely, yeah.
I also just wanted confirmation that they were going to help us. We came in assuming they were. I wanted to make sure
they're not just like, hey, you guys, you take care of it and wake us up when you're done.
Right. Okay.
I think we should look at it as a couple different problems, rather than just what happens when the gnolls come. So, like, say they all come in one direction. What do we do in that direction? So what do we say if they come from 2? What do they say if we come from 3?
I mean, shouldn't we just sort of divide ourselves amongst the possible entrances and then try to ambush them when they...
One possible action would be you have one elf here in the church. You have one elf here in the tower. And whichever one sees them first fires a...
warning shot. Oh, like fire arrow or something.
Yeah. And then we can reposition ourselves. Because I don't think we want to be too split up. Like, most of us in the center, and then, our scouts on the edge.
So that we at least know where to go at that point. Now, as far as planning before that, we kind of have to plan for both. And one of them might be useless. It might not even come to pass.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying, is we should look at it, okay, if they come from all one direction, what do we do? Right. And then if we look at it again, what if they come from 5 different directions? How
much time do we have before they come? 3 days? 2 days?
1.5.
No, we had a day and a half.
Okay, so there's not time to, I was going to say, we cut down these trees and lay them along the side so they're funneled into here. That's probably not going to happen now. So, we really don't have a lot of time to do a whole lot.
Yeah, I think our tactical options are distinctly limited since it's not like we can really... So, let's dig some trenches, let's cut down what trees we can to sort of, give ourselves additional, cover or make their lives more miserable. But I don't think we can do a whole lot. We can't turn this into, a kill zone.
Right.
Because there's also the possibility that they just choose not to engage, if we make things too unfavorable,
Right. So maybe we want to lure them in.
Well, yeah, we definitely want to control...
Let them think we're not even here.
That's what I'm thinking with, lighting an area and saying, go to this area, and then we control where they go.
Right.
And we can plan for that area.
That might be the best way, because then at least that way then it's a big swing as opposed to, a minor swing wherever they attack. Because, I mean, it's a gamble, but we win big if it works. But we don't lose that much if it fails.
So what if we set up blockades, here,
and hope they come from the south again, like they did the first time?
Well, no, I mean, you said it here, along the side streets, so that you funnel them. If they come this way, you're funneling them into the center of town. If they come this way, they can't go back this way over here. Sorry. If they come up from the south, then you want to keep them from heading off to the west. If they come in from the northeast, you want to keep them from, flanking you over here. You want to sort of funnel them into the town itself. Does that make sense?
It does. I'm trying to think of... Like, it's just a lot of space to cover, is the only thing I'm thinking.
Damn, Warsick.
If we've been deliberating for a day and a half, then we deserve it.
Are you maybe he is the betrayer.
I think he's just Damn it, man! You're making it harder and harder to defend you.
But the thing is, I don't think we necessarily know if they have women and children. We didn't.
No, I don't mean the people. I mean,
I know you mean the gnolls.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
let them come into the village.
Well, I was like, gee, shit, man.
Do women gnolls go and fight with their, like, what do they do with the baby gnolls and stuff?
Is this like Sand People in episode?
I just feel like the numbers would probably be a little more fair if we went back to their camp while it's empty with all the soldiers gone, destroy everything, and then, I mean, it wouldn't take very long before they're limited to the weapons they have and the food they have on their bodies, you know?
Oh, I like that.
And I mean, we can come back to the town, and they're slowly going to starve to death, and then it'll be very easy to take over after that.
But what if they
But they are going to be attacking the town.
What's that?
We'd just be destroying each other's base of operations, theoretically.
But then they could just take up the town.
Most of the buildings have been labeled. So whatever equipment or whatever stuff they have, they're going to help you with.
Oh shit. All this shit seems really useless.
Can we block off the top 4 entrances entirely and force the gnolls to come in from the south?
Probably not, because it's all these fields.
There's too much space. We really can't.
Looks like a lot of wooded areas, though.
They can still go through the woods. They're gnolls.
Yes, they could still come through the woods. That's true.
Those aren't briar patches, Brer Rabbit. Like coming through.
Like, I've got speaks with plants, but I can only use it once, and I can only use it in 1 year.
No.
But, you know,
Yeah.
we also can still talk to those animals.
That's a good one.
We can send
That's
them
true.
out to scout for us.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
That's really good.
Because they understand simple commands, and that's pretty simple.
Is there any way we could use the cheese maker?
That's my new favorite question.
Could we roll big things of cheese?
I'll submit it to Out of Context D&D.
Trip.
No, could we lure them with food?
We could create a pile of food and just be like as an offering.
What if we do that?
Well,
and
yeah.
and just like ambush them. Does anyone have like? No, you put if we had explosives, you'd get them around the pile of food. You blow the fucking pile up.
Well, then means you also blow the food up, but we don't want to really blow the food.
But it wouldn't be all that much food. It would just be like some food on the outside. But the whole
Illusion
inside would
of
be
food.
explosives.
So cheesemakers are going to have a cauldron that they use.
Also, how big is the herds here? Like, can we use the herds to trample them, like funnel the herds down the center street?
Go, sheep,
I don't
go.
know. Also, can we turn the herds into suicide bombers?
God damn. I just want to point out that the ambush tactic was the one I suggested 15 minutes ago, but just saying.
Yes, you did.
Cheesemaker having a cauldron is good to know. We can put boiling oil in there.
Yeah, everybody's got stuff.
But we have nowhere to drop it from.
There's plenty of places with 2 stories. We just have to get them there.
Oh, there. I wasn't sure about that. Okay.
The big inn, the church, the tower, the barns.
The blacksmith makes nails. That's like the primary thing a blacksmith did. And so we could put back with all the oils inside of it and create like a nice little bomb of shrapnel?
How do we
Just
make
saying.
it explode?
Yeah, we don't have gunpowder.
Yeah, we're kind of dumb.
Why don't we just
fire.
line the road with nails?
But fire's not necessarily explosive. You've got to have
Yeah.
some way to.
Shit.
You've got to
Wait
create
a minute,
pressure.
well no, you need to have, okay, so the weaver, I saw a weaver.
There's a weaver.
Surely the weaver can create strands of string that can lead to a vial that could then ignite all that oil and stuff. I don't know much about the oil, but
Well, no,
What
but
does the
yeah,
general store
you
have,
need to
John?
create a pressure system, or else it won't explode. It will just be on fire.
Thank you.
Yeah.
okay, what does the general store have?
The general store has. I would
Ask the
say,
chemistry teacher.
About, I don't know, let's say maybe half of the stuff that's in the player's handbook on page 150.
Damn it.
All right. We're also going to have a week to figure this out because I don't think this is happening tonight.
Oh yeah, there's no way
I
we're
was
doing
gonna
this
say,
battle
yeah,
tonight.
Are we planning on doing this tonight or not? Because if
You're definitely not going to be attacked tonight.
Yeah, that's not
Battle
happening.
plan.
Okay,
You
good.
can, you can lay some groundwork and stuff.
all right,
There's sealing wax.
Cabbages and kings.
Is there farting wax?
No, sealing wax. Like you could seal a bottle with. I'm gonna blow something up. Not that it's my thing or anything. It just seems like it would be really good for against a large group of people. Large group of enemies.
I would say that they have everything that's on the player's handbook here that is 10 gold pieces or less. Anything more than 10 gold pieces, they won't have.
If anyone wants to alert the proper authorities that in a week's time, Doug is going to have a lot of searches for how to make bombs.
Okay.
yeah, what if you like file be like, hey, government, this is why I'm googling all this explosive stuff.
Well,
It's all D&D.
okay. They've
How
got
to poison the
fertilizer.
neighbors in your home.
Oh shit! She's getting deeper than me.
So they've got animals. So they've got dung. So they've got fertilizer. So give me till next week. I got to do some looking because I'm not exactly sure how you would have
Aqueous fires.
used that
Yes.
to blow stuff up because you have to refine it a little bit.
Yeah, you can't just turn. It's like nitrogen or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I said. Ask the chemistry teacher. She'll figure it out.
You need ammonium and you need ammonium nitrate. So,
Ammonium nitrate. Yeah.
but I don't know. I believe, Jinx, that you roll. Clearly, right now we need to roll animal handling to create bombs.
I have animal handling.
So that we can get the necessary stuff.
Farting wax, that's what they sell.
We're too easily amused.
I'm not sure where the farting thing came from.
You're making a sound with your chair.
I don't have a chair. I'm not even moving.
Oh, someone was making a sound with their
It might
chair.
have been my book. I was pulling the player's handbook out and opening it up.
Oh yeah? Replicate it then.
Is that it?
Alright, you win this round, guys.
Like I'm sitting with the computer in my lap, and the book almost like right on top of the computer. So
Yeah. Just because you had beans for dinner doesn't mean you have
I did
to.
not get that joke. No, I would definitely mute if I was gonna fart. Like I did like 20 minutes
Aw,
ago.
thanks.
20 minutes ago, I definitely did that.
Is there some stealthy but deadly?
Except not, because fail. Aw.
So if you guys want to take a screenshot of this,
Oh shit.
for your own weekly strategizing?
It's horrible. You can't get rid of the damn.
Is there a way we can just save the picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you do that, John?
You could-
Because
Am I able to?
we get the icons. I can't.
Like, I could screenshot this, but it would be so difficult for me to use later.
Am I able to? Am I able to?
Hold on, I can probably screenshot it and put it back together for everyone.
Or just someone who has a bigger monitor than I do right now.
It's not the size of the monitor.
It's how you use it.
I mean, that's true.
Men always argue size doesn't matter.
Sean, are you out in like California?
I am in California.
Okay, I did not know that. You mentioned something about the Bay Area like last week. I had no idea you were out in California.
Alright, I took screenshots. I can put them all together for everyone and send them out.
What prompted that, though, Doug?
Because you mentioned something about being in the Bay Area.
Oh, okay.
And for some reason, I just thought of it because you spoke up and
He's talked about being on the